Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, Transport Authority under scrutiny amid claims high-speed chase led to deadly Clarendon crash. There is mounting concern that a high-speed chase by members of the Transport Authority led to Monday morning's deadly crash in Clarendon that resulted in the deaths of 2 students and the injury of several others. The 2 students were killed in a 2-vehicle collision on the Bustamante Highway about 8 a.m. The students, a boy and a girl, attended the Lennon High School in the parish. It is reported that the Transport Authority personnel were allegedly chasing the driver of a Subaru Impreza motor car, which was transporting students from Maypen to Lennon in Moko, when the driver lost the control of the vehicle and crashed head-on into a Toyota Probox motor vehicle, which was also transporting students. The deceased were passengers in the Subaru. The news was informed that the driver of the Subaru, who fled the scene, was later captured at Norman Manley International Airport trying to leave the country. This was disclosed by Deputy Superintendent Owen Brown, Territorial Officer for the Clarendon Police Division, who said the driver was now in custody at Maypen Police Station, where he could soon be charged with causing death by dangerous driving. 3 injured students remain hospitalized, one of them said to be in a critical condition. The driver of the Probox is also receiving treatment.
This is to confirm that the driver of the car that was involved in the accident this morning, that's the Subaru, in which 2 students of Lennon High School lost their lives, that the driver is in police custody, is currently at the Maypen Police Station, where he will be interrogated. Quite possibly he'll be charged with causing death by dangerous driving.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz, while expressing condolences to the families of the crash victims, said authorities are working to ensure those responsible for the fatal traffic crash are held to account. He also said the government is committed to strengthening the rural school bus program to ensure students have access to safe, dependable transportation and to minimize the number of children traveling in vehicles being operated by rogue drivers. A proposal for the operations of the rural school bus program has been completed and will be presented to Cabinet.
I will be bringing to Cabinet on Monday a presentation for the proposed school bus transport system for students on Monday, and get further directives from Cabinet, at which point I will make public what the next steps are. But it remains a very, very serious priority for me, as every day that is not implemented, the lives are at risk based on the transport methods.
Meanwhile, a Shadow Minister of Transport, Michael Phillips, has called for the Transport Authority to provide information whether a high-speed chase by its personnel led to the deadly crash.
While we are still awaiting details preceding the accident, while confirmation is pending, it is critical to emphasize the dangers posed by high-speed pursuit, especially when passengers are involved. We are calling for a comprehensive review of enforcement practices of the transport authorities to prioritize the safety of all road users. Today is a somber reminder of the shared responsibility we all bear to ensure road safety.
President of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, Egiton Newman, has called for the Transport Ministry to conduct a high-level probe into the incident. He accused the police and the Transport Authority personnel of ignoring instructions from the ministry for them to refrain from chasing public passenger vehicles.
We have been hearing from the Transport Authority that they no longer chase vehicles. They no longer chase taxis and buses, PPV vehicles, but they continue unabated. And what we want to know, is this a part of the regulation of the Transport Authority? Is it a part of the law? Because you see, when the taximan does something wrong, I think it is very easy to commandeer that person by way of using technology to identify that through that license plate, identify the owner, and from the owner to the driver. And sometimes the driver is the owner. You don't have to chase them, right? Because you chase them because maybe they stopped somewhere wrong, or they have one passenger more. The life of the passenger to me is more important than arresting the driver. I utilized this morning a public transport bus in the KMTR, and the attitude and action of the driver was surprising, not surprising, but alarming to me. So I thought I would urge our drivers, bus, taxi, and by extension all drivers, to consider other users of the road. Have respect for yourself and your neighbors. Your neighbors mean the other drivers on the road. We cannot continue like this. We are now over 335 deaths since the start of the year.
6 boys implicated in sexual assault of 13-year-old girl offered bail. The 6 boys implicated in the sexual assault of a 13-year-old girl in Portmore, St. Catherine were offered bail when they appeared in the Children's Court on Monday. They are to return to court on February 25 next year. The teens were charged last Wednesday after they were pointed out during an ID parade. They have been charged with rape, conspiracy to rape, abduction, unlawful detention to commit sexual intercourse, knowingly producing child pornography, distribution of child pornography, and assault occasioning bodily harm. Investigators reported that sometime in October, the 13-year-old was lured to a house in Portsmouth, Portmore, where she was assaulted by the group of boys. The issue came to public knowledge recently when a video of the incident went viral. St. Thomas commuters welcome JUTC service, but the PPV operators are concerned. Some public passenger bus owners and the operators are concerned that they will suffer significant losses in revenue from the new St. Thomas to Kingston service being offered by the state-owned Jamaica Urban Transit Company. The bus routes 701 from Yallows to Kingston and the 702 from Morant Bay to Kingston were rolled out on Monday morning. The fares range from $50 to $200 with smart fare cards. There is an additional cost if passengers do not have the cards. One coaster bus owner told the news that the more than 100% reduction in fares will be a cost-benefit for commuters. But he is crying foul that the government has made no consideration for PPV owners and operators who cannot compete with the JUTC fares.
The move by the government to now implement the JUTC system from Kingston to St. Thomas is a very good move for the citizens of St. Thomas in terms of who are taking the bus day to day based on the price ratings. However, there's an imbalance, and you could say it's almost unfair for the government at this time not to be thinking about the coaster, the highest bus drivers that has been on the route, has been taking St. Thomas people from Kingston to town and back for years, decades. What type of plan was introduced or even considered on behalf of these drivers?
The news sought a response from Transport Minister Darrell Vaz but was not successful. The introduction of the St. Thomas service follows a commitment made by Mr. Vaz that more JUTC routes are to come on stream as a result of the acquisition of 100 new buses in July this year. Scores of commuters on Monday morning welcomed the inaugural service of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company in St. Thomas. The commuters hailed the service as a welcomed change that will make their commute into Kingston more comfortable. A mother of 3 told the news that she was frustrated with the conductors of the coaster buses, which regularly ply the Yallows and the Morant Bay routes. She said conductors often deprived her of a seat on the buses because she was traveling with her children, which contributed to them getting home late. Other commuters shared similar experiences.
Well, I am happy, I am elated because coming from Kingston in the evening, transportation sometimes it is very hard. So I am very, very, very grateful. I'm one of the busman and get a run for their money because they're not due the right over the years. So I am very, very grateful for that.
Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.